Hey yo, what is going on, guys? Welcome back to another video here, and in today's video we are back on Reaper 2, bringing you guys another video. And in today's video we're going to be showcasing every single Shikai in the game right now. And huge shout out to Akuma Chaos right here. He's actually in the Discord. He's probably called Akuma, and yes, it's the one that's all the way probably at the top of the list in red letters. So yeah, huge shout out to him, man. Thank him for helping me out with this video today, and hopefully you guys do enjoy this video. Let's get this started. Alright guys, looking at the first common Shikai right here, we've got Zangetsu. So go ahead and activate that for us real quick. So go ahead and transform. This is the Zangetsu transformation right here. And this is what it looks like. Awesome. Big sword, like cleaver type sword. And let's go ahead and look at the first skill right here, which is going to be Suma, I'm pretty sure. So let's go ahead and see. Just a big slash forward. Huge AoE in front of you, and just this massive, actually I'm not even gonna say massive damage. It does pretty decent damage. Decent damage is the good word. Decent to good damage. And then moving on to the second skill right here, we have Suga Burst. So go ahead and use that real quick. Just does a actually that does good damage. That does really good damage. You slam the ground in front of you, has some good range to it, and smacks you up into the air. And then for the third move, you have Assault. This one kind of reminds me of Sekiro. It just TPs to you, just like that, smacks you back, and I'm pretty sure you can combo extend from that and just TP up to them. And yeah, that's going to be it for the first one, Zangetsu. Alright guys, now moving on to the second common Shikai here, we got Wabisuke. So go ahead and transform into that for us real quick so we can see the transformation. Alright, as you guys can see, another awesome transformation. It's like gravity. So let's go ahead and see the first skill. We've got Depress right here. So let's go ahead and see what this does. So oh, I need to block. Alright, so let's just block with our fists. So as you guys can see, I'm blocking, and as I'm blocking, it just brings me down, and I'm guessing he gets a free opportunity to combo me up right there. So that's pretty good. Yeah, it slows down the enemy, and it kind of gives you an opening to kind of attack them and whatnot. That's pretty good. And now moving on to the second skill right here, we got Mitigate. So let's go ahead and see that one. Do I need to be blocking as well? Alright, Mitigate. I think that one just broke my block. I'm pretty sure, isn't it supposed to smack me up into the air or anything? Try using it while I'm not blocking. Let's see what happens. We can wait for the cooldown. I'm pretty sure it's just a little second. Is it up yet? Alright, there we go. So it smacks me up into the air and brings me down. That does some pretty decent damage as well. I really like that one. That's probably one of the coolest moves out of the set. And then now we're going to Dominate. Dominate is the final skill of this one. The last move is inspired by Gura Grab from Grand Peace Online. So let's go ahead and see this one. So basically they just oh my gosh. That's a cool animation. I've actually never seen this in game before or in PvP. So that was awesome, bro. I actually think I like the last move better than the second move. So that's going to be it for the second Shikai Wabisuke right here. Now we'll move on to the next one. Alright guys, now moving on to our first uncommon Shikai right here. We got Sakanade. So go ahead and activate that for us. Transform into it. Let's go ahead and see what this transformation looks like. Alright, this one's a lot more subtle. Not many explosion blasts or any aura beams in the air, but it's nice. As you guys can see, this is what the sword looks like. Really nice. So let's go ahead and take a look at the first move right here. This one's called Sever, I'm pretty sure. So as you guys can see, kind of just dashes behind me, and it does a multi-hit kind of flurry or combo or whatever, and that's pretty good. Low damage though, doesn't do that much damage, around 1 damage. And then we're gonna move on to the second move right here. We've got Discombobulate. So kind of just hits you far back, and your screen kind of like spins a little bit, turns purple. Pretty cool effects, and I'm pretty sure if they're fast enough, I'm not too sure if it puts them in a cut screen, but I'm pretty sure if they're fast enough, they can follow up with a combo. And for the last and final one, we've got Ambush right here. So this is what Ambush is like. As you guys can see, pretty good. It's pretty much a better version of Flurry Strikes and a better version of Sever. but it just has a longer windup, and it does 5 damage per attack, which is pretty good. Not even Flurry Strikes does 5 damage per attack. That's pretty much a super OP Flurry Strike. And yeah, that's gonna be it for Sakanade, the first uncommon. Alright guys, now moving on to Ryuka's Shikai right here. Just go ahead and activate it. I'm not even going to try and say the name because I'm probably going to butcher it. So we're just going to call it Ryuka's Shikai for right now. So go ahead and use it. That's kind of what the name is like, but it got tagged out. And this is what it looks like. You got a glowing sword. Honestly, I think this is one of my favorites because you get like the glowing, what is that? The glowing thing at the back, whatever that is, as well as the glowing sword. It's subtle, it's not too big, it just looks overall the most aesthetically pleasing to me. I really like this one. So let's go ahead and take a look at the first move right here. We've got Prance. So as you can see, it's kind of a ranged move and it freezes you, which is busted. And then he could pretty much follow up with a combo if he hits you with that, but it is kind of easy to dodge if you do have flash step and you see it coming. But if he's close to you, then yeah, you're probably not going to be dodging that. Anyways, now moving on to the second one, we've got Frolic right here. So Frolic, go ahead and use that. As you guys can see, this Shikai is all about ice and stuff, so it is pretty OP. If you can land a what is it called, a freeze on your opponent, you pretty much get a free combo starter, and you can do anything that you want from that combo. It's pretty nice. And then from the last skill right here, we got Frisk. So this is another ranged move, does 40 damage, freezes you, and as you guys can see, he had plenty of time just to walk up to me. But if you have flash step, I'm pretty sure you could just run up to them and start a combo, and it would be deadly, bro. Absolutely deadly. But that's gonna be it for Ryuka's Shikai. Let's move on to the next one. Alright guys, now moving on to the next one, we got Katen Kyokotsu right here. So go ahead and activate that one. This one is going to be this is the one is actually our first rare one right here. Transformation looks awesome, obviously, because this one's rare. You get double swords, looking super clean. So let's go ahead and take a look at the first move right here. Let's go ahead and see what that one looks like. So it's Dark Blade. As you guys can see, it just kind of smacks you up in the air, kind of just hit the floor, and then a sword comes up from underneath you and does pretty good damage, pretty decent damage. And then for the second move right here, let's go take a look at it. It's horizontal slash, so kind of slashes forward and hits you up into the air. Something about this Shikai, they love hitting you up into the air. So let's go ahead and take a look at the last one, which is Tag. So he jumps into a portal, we can't see him, and he comes up and hits us up into the air again. So if you like hitting people into the air, this would definitely be the Shikai for you. It looks awesome. You get double swords, man. It just looks really clean. But let's go ahead and move on to the next one. Alright, so now moving on to the next rare Shikai here, we got Benihime. I know I'm probably butchering this one, but go ahead and use it real quick. Transform into that. Alright, so this one looks awesome as well. Probably because it is rare. Oh, and actually that one was kind of quick. That one was kind of quick, but this is what it looks like. Pretty subtle sword. Pretty subtle. Nothing too extravaganza, but overall looks nice and clean. So for the first one is called Protect. Let's go ahead and see. So it creates a shield in front of him, and with this shield, you know, he kind of has a block, and then he can activate it so it actually shoots at me and deals some damage. And then now moving on to the second skill right here, we have Confine. This one is actually really nice, but it is kind of hard to hit in arena mode, so you kind of lay that down and it kind of just gets them stuck in it and you can't move. And then now for the final skill, we have Scream. So this move is a scream move, not really a scream. He kind of just slashes and it kind of just makes a straight line through the ground, and if you get stuck in it, it deals some pretty decent damage to you. And yeah, that's gonna be it for this rare Shikai. Alright guys, now moving on to the next rare Shikai right here, we have Senbonzakura. So let's go ahead and see what that looks like. So go ahead and activate it. Boom, right there. This one's awesome as well. I really like this one. Pink sword, can't go wrong with that. Looks amazing. And let's go ahead and take a look at the skills. So for the first one right here, we have Elegance. Let's go ahead and see what Elegance looks like. All right there. Oh my gosh, that is really OP. That is really OP. Not too much knockback, 5 damage per hit. That is really nice. And then for the second skill right here, we have obscure. So he goes invisible, and then he comes up, and I'm pretty sure he lands, I think he was supposed to land some combos before, so he does like 2 hits, and then he kind of cuts me down and stuff. Oh, he can release it at will. Oh, that's nice to know. Alright, I wouldn't have known that if it wasn't for him. So, yeah. And then for the last one, we have scatter. So let's go ahead and see what scatter looks like right here. So it just deals 2 slashes, teleports to me, and hits me from behind. That's a pretty nice. So like half of these I have not seen before. If the hit connects, it TPs behind the enemy, which is pretty nice. Alright, so that's gonna be it for Senbonzakura. Alright guys, now moving on to the final rare Shikai, we've got Shinso. So go ahead and activate that one. Shinso is probably one of my favorites in terms of not the looks, but what it can actually do. It's super OP. It looks like a little knife, but actually it's probably one of the most overpowered Shikais ever if you know what you're doing. So go ahead and let's go ahead and see the first move. It is slice. Let's go ahead and let's block. It's the block. So it breaks through block, and let's see it without blocking real quick just to see what it would do, if there's any knockback or anything. I'm pretty sure there isn't, but maybe if it counts as like a heavy attack, it's on cooldown, that's fine. I'm not too sure if this counts as a heavy attack and it'll actually knock you back or not, but slice is supposed to I think do a little bit of knockback. I'm guessing it's supposed to do a little bit. Yeah, I was right. There's a little bit of knockback, not too much though, enough for you to actually follow up with a combo. It doesn't throw you back far at all, and you could probably continue it up with this skill that we're going to move on to right here, which is going to be skill number 2, which is Blade Rush. So let's go ahead and see that. I think it's yeah, quite medium range, medium-ish, like close medium, super close medium range, but it is pretty good, and I'm pretty sure you can follow it up after you use slice. And then for the final skill, which is probably the most overpowered skill out of the kit, is called exalted blade, but you can call it like extended blade or whatever. So go ahead and just use that real quick. This is probably the most overpowered kind of skill ever. You get super extended range. Like, I can't attack him from here. Even if I was clicking at the same time, I can't attack him. So go ahead and click. Yeah, I'm clicking. I can't hit him, but he can hit me. So that's pretty OP. That is pretty OP. Also with skills, I think it goes with all his skills as well, so he could hit you with skill moves from super far away, and you can't even do anything about it. So that's probably one of the most overpowered Shikais and moves that we've covered so far. And that's going to be it for this last rare one, and now we're going to be moving on to the legendary Shikai. Alright guys, now moving on to the last and final Shikai. We got the legendary Ryūjin Jakka, I'm pretty sure that's how you say it. So let's go ahead and see that one real quick. So go ahead and transform. So as you guys can see right here, this is probably the most out there transformation with the explosions and everything, just like that. I think that this is probably the most awesome transformation for Shikais right now. So let's go ahead and take a look at the first skill right here, which is Inferno. So he does a slash, it hits you up into the air and does some burn damage, but for some reason I am not taking burn damage, but it is supposed to do some burn damage to you, and it's kind of supposed to linger on for a little bit. And for the second skill right here, we've got Hell's Cage. So right here does a base damage of 13, then does 9 damage and 2 damage, just kind of lingers the longer you're in there. And I'm pretty sure even if you get out, it kind of lingers for a little bit as well, still damaging you even if you manage to get out of there. And then for the third skill, we have Hell's March. So let's go ahead and see Hell's March real quick. So it's kind of a ranged move. It's kind of hard to dodge as well, because it's like ranged and AoE at the same time. It summons like 3 pillars, and if you get hit by them, you just pretty much get some damage, and it's pretty hard to dodge. I'm pretty sure the only way you could dodge it is by going side to side, but if you dodge backwards, you're going to be making a huge mistake and just pretty much be dodging into another pillar. But yeah, that's going to be pretty much it for the last and final Shikai right here. And thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you guys did enjoy this video, please make sure to like. And huge shout out to Akuma Chaos right here. Yeah, I'm pretty sure This guy is taking his time out of his day to come and help us with this video. So yeah, thanks, huge shout out to him, man. And yeah, that's gonna be it for today's video.
Jack, that get the break the walls. But then I fake, yellow, you're cool.